IIMs or nothing. Well, that is the biggest myth that is promulgated all across this country here in India, and I'm here to bust that myth. Welcome to my channel, guys. Welcome to Ratty Expounds. My name is Tata, and I recently did my Masters in Marketing from Purdue University, where I graduated from in 2024, Purdue University being in the US. I'm currently back in India and I'm working at an organization called ET where I'm working as a project associate as part of the Global Sustainability Alliance, and this is part 2 of my video series that talks about, that busts the very popular myth that is often spoken about and often represented in India when it comes to doing an MBA from India. So now India has some excellent B schools all across the country, but for some reason it's the IIMs which are usually highlighted as being one of the best B schools in the world. And like I spoke about in my previous video in the part 1 as well, there is a very strong argument to be made about why you should be joining the IIMs as well. So my issue isn't glorifying the IIMs, because some of the IIMs are some of the best institutes in the world, and all the IIMs are definitely one of the best MBA schools in India. My issue is when we limit our options just to IIM, and if you haven't watched it already, please do watch part 1 where I talk about all the non-IIMs which are actually also top B schools in the country. Now I'm going to be giving you a few more examples of these B schools right here, right now. So without further ado, let's begin. The first college I'm going to be talking about, and some of you might be surprised by with the name that I'm going to be taking, especially if you're not very well versed with the B school environment here in India. But the first MBA school I'm going to be talking about are the IITs. Now I know what you're thinking. The IITs are one of the most prestigious universities in the world. People often call IIT Bombay as the MIT of India, but I would rather just call it the IIT Bombay of India. It truly is a world-class institute, and is consistently ranked as one of the best institutes in the world. So it's not surprising to be talking about the IITs when it comes to education, but what might surprise people, and what surprised me when I heard about this for the first time as well, is the fact that the IITs, contrary to popular opinion, are not just known for their engineering programs. They have some excellent, exceptional B schools as well. And if you are looking to do an MBA, the IITs are also an excellent option to be doing an MBA. IIT Bombay has arguably the best business school among all the IITs. So be well rest assured that the IITs are not just limited to engineering schools. The second institute I'm going to be talking about is NMIMS, Narsee Monjee Institute of Management Studies. Now I did my undergrad from Mudra College, which is in Mumbai in Villepalli West, and it's one of the better colleges for doing an undergrad in Mumbai. And the thing is, NMIMS is also owned by the same trust that owns Mitibai, which is SVKM. And from our building at Mitibai, we could see the NMIMS building right across our building, and it is a truly world-class building. It has excellent infrastructure, and a lot of people going to Mitibai did dream of going and doing their MBA from NMIMS one day. And again, like I've said before about SPJIMR and JBIMS as well, NMIMS has the distinctive advantage of actually being situated in Mumbai, which is the financial capital of the country, and not just the financial capital, it's also widely regarded as being the entertainment and commercial capital of the country as well. So there are a plethora of options when it comes to finding a job or finding an internship after finishing your MBA from Mumbai, and NMIMS is truly a world-class institute. It accepts the NMAT, which is an entrance test that it conducts on its own, and the NMAT is also one of the exams that I gave. So now if you want to know a little bit more about the NMAT, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll definitely expound on that as well. The third college I'm going to be talking about is SIBM. Now SIBM stands for Symbiosis Institute of Business Management. Now Symbiosis is a very well-known name. It has a group of MBA colleges, and all of them are very good in their own regard, but SIBM is without a single shred of doubt their flagship MBA program. And now SIBM they have campuses in Pune and in Bangalore. Now of course the most prestigious SIBM is SIBM Pune. A lot of people end up going to SIBM because it has great networking opportunities when it comes to marketing programs, and a lot of alums who end up doing an MBA in marketing. So if you do have your eyes set on marketing, SIBM is definitely an institute to be looking at. The admission process for SIBM also constitutes having the SNAP, which is again an admission test which Symbiosis conducts for all of its universities, for all of its MBA, for all of its B schools. So SNAP again gives you another option in case your CAT didn't go well. You have another option, you have another crack at trying to get into one of the best institutes in India. The fourth institute I'm going to be talking about is IIFT. Now IIFT is a gem of a school when it comes to those who are looking to study business from an international perspective. IIFT stands for Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, and as the name suggests, there is a lot of international business involved. So when you're, irrespective of what you decide to specialize in, whether that's marketing or finance or HR, the point is that you are going to get an international angle which is attached to that curriculum. The pedagogy is second to none when it comes to offering world-class education and also giving you an exposure of how international business looks like. And I personally think that's imperative given how globalization has meant that we are growing smaller as a world in terms of trade and business. So it's very important to kind of understand how to do business all over the world, especially when you consider that there are a lot of MNCs which are operating in India, of course, and a lot of people dream of working in these MNCs. So it makes sense for you to understand how these MNCs operate in other countries other than just your own location, especially if you have your eyes set on high ambitions when it comes to becoming the marketing head, not just of India but of South Asia, for example. In that sense, it becomes very critical, I feel, to understand the nuances of international business as well. Again, IIFT has its own entrance test, which is another great opportunity for you to have another crack at an entrance test. If you want me to talk about IIFT entrance tests, again, I can expound on that in a different video as well. So now, all the institutes that I've actually spoken about so far, part 1 included, have spoken about institutes which are offering what is known as the general concept of an MBA. General concept of an MBA is where you study all subjects in the first year, and then in the second year, specialization you want to do after probably doing an internship in the summer. The two institutes that I'm going to be talking about now are somewhat different. Actually, not somewhat, they are pretty different from these other institutes, and are more in line for those of you who already know, who are already very well versed and who have zeroed in on what area of specialization you wish to do. So in case you know what you want to do, these are the two institutes that you should be talking about. And without further ado, let me talk about what those institutes are. Number 5 is Tata Institute of Social Science, which is situated in Mumbai. It is one of the best. So now TIS does not offer a traditional MBA program, but it is very well known for its masters in human resource management and labor relations program, which is basically an equivalent of an MBA in HR. TIS and XLRI are two colleges which are world class, and we spoke about how XLRI is considered to be the best HR college in Asia. TIS is not too far behind, in all honesty. It's an amazing school, and depending on who you ask, people are going to actually say that TIS might be better than XLRI in some respects, and I'm going to be expounding on that as well. What makes TIS very different is that TIS is not your traditional business school. TIS is a social sciences school, as the name suggests. What that basically means is that you'll not just be interacting with business students, you'll not be limiting your experience and your networking opportunities to just business students. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but for someone who wants to have a wider spectrum of how the world works, there are a lot of other schools which focus on public policy and also on rural development, and a lot of other subjects which pertain social development here in India. And you are going to get the opportunity to actually sit with these students for certain classes as well. So it gives you an excellent idea, it gives you a brighter perspective, it broadens your horizon when it comes to the kind of education that you are inculcating as well. So I think it's for someone like me who's quite interested in the social sciences alongside business. I think that not that I'm going to do an MBA now already, not that I'm planning to do an MBA, we have an MBA and a master's in my college space, but for anyone like me who is interested in the social sciences or wants to do business and wants to do business in HR, this is actually a very good option for them. Sixth school that I'm going to be talking about is MICA. Now MICA stands for Mudra Institute of Communication, Ahmedabad. It shares its location with IIM Ahmedabad, which is arguably India's best B school. And what makes it stand out, what makes MICA stand out, is the fact that despite sharing the same city with one of arguably India's best B school, it has still been able to stand out and carve a niche for itself. With a lot of experts saying that if you're looking to get into marketing, MICA is the institute that you should be looking at, not even IIM Ahmedabad, not IIM Ahmedabad or Bangalore or Calcutta or Lucknow or even ISB. It's MICA that you should be looking at. Like we spoke about when it comes to ISB is considered to be a consulting hub. Similarly, MICA is widely considered to be the marketing hub of India. So if you're looking for a career in marketing, MICA is arguably even better than IIM Ahmedabad. But then again, it does hold the risk of specializing very early on. So unlike a traditional MBA where you get to explore, unlike a traditional MBA where you can specialize in a variety of subjects like HR or marketing or finance, you are limited to marketing when it comes to MICA. So only if you're absolutely 110% sure that marketing is the field that you want to get into, MICA would be an ideal choice for you. Again, like I said, arguably it's even better than IIM Ahmedabad. And essentially the pedagogy of MICA is such that it focuses on both marketing strategy and marketing communications. So it actually gives you the best of both worlds when it comes to marketing. It does give you a plethora of options to work in post your graduation as well, because you will be learning not just marketing strategy, you'll also be learning marketing communication, which is essential in fields like advertising and PR. So that's about it, guys. Those are my list of 12 schools that I feel are are at par or in certain ways even better than the top IIMs of the country. Again, this is a very impressionistic view of all these institutes. If you would like me to make a detailed video about any of these institutes, about the admission process, do let me know in the comment section below. I will be more than happy to do that. These are just the idea of this video is just bust the myth that the IIMs are at the end game when it comes to MBA, top MBA schools in India. I myself fell to that bait a few years back when I was preparing for my MBA entrance test. But now I am very well aware that there are a plethora of options and we are not limited to just the IIMs. So again, this is Ratik Datta. If you like this video, please do leave me one of these. It's absolutely free and it really helps with the algorithm of the channel. And again, this channel talks about my personal, academic and professional experiences. Please do subscribe if those are your areas of interest. Let me know what kind of videos you would like me to make. And yeah, also make sure that you share this channel, this video to anyone who you think it could be pertinent to. Yeah, that's about it guys. I shall see you very soon. Until next time.